Do you want to know how to use the Tilemap in Unity? Then this is the video for you! Hi, my name is Dan, I'm a game developer, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to create and use a tilemap in Unity. Alright guys, the first thing you want to do is open up a fresh new Unity project, and then from here, we'll import our graphics. So head over to your web browser, and then within Google, start typing in danmanziart.com. And then we'll head over to my website. And then on the first page, all the way at the top, select tutorials. And then on the tutorials page, scroll down a little bit till you see simple tile palette, and then download that. And then once you have your files, right click it, and then extract the files. And then once they're extracted, we'll bring them into the Unity editor. So drag and drop your files into the project window under the assets folder. Here's the project window. So we're within the assets folder. And then right click within the assets folder and then select create folder. And we'll name this graphics. And then from here double click graphics. And then we'll do the same. We'll create another folder that we'll name tilemap. And then from here, we'll go back into the assets folder. So click the assets up top here. And then we'll drag and drop the simple tilemap into the graphics. And then into the tilemap folder. And then double click the tilemap folder to access it. From here, we're going to make some adjustments to the graphics so that when we start using them in the editor, they show up correctly. So the first thing you have to do is select simple tilemap palette. And then all the way at the top here, under sprite mode, we'll change it from single to multiple. And then under pixels per unit, we'll change it to 20, because when I created these graphics, they were made within a 20 by 20 grid. So that's why we put that there. And then once you do that, scrolling down to filter mode, we'll change it from bilinear to point no filter. And then under max size, you can keep it at 2048, that should be fine, but I like 4096. That seems to produce better results for me. And then once you're done with that, go ahead and select Sprite Editor, and then hit Apply. And then now we're going to slice our graphics. So all the way at the top here, we'll select Slice, and under Type Automatic, we'll select that and choose Grid by Cell Size. And then we'll change these two to 20 by 20 under the X and Y, and then we'll hit slice, and then all our wonderful graphics will be sliced. And then from there, we have to hit apply to confirm it, and then you can just exit out from there. Alright, now that we have our graphics ready, we're going to actually make the tilemap now. So the first thing you want to do is head over to the tilemap window. And if you don't see a tilemap window, just go up here and select Window, Panel, and then under there you should see it here. So select that if you do not see the tilemap window. Alright, once you're in the tile palette window, here on the side we'll select Create New Palette, and then under Name, we'll name it Tilemap 1, and then select Create, and then select Folder. And then from there, we'll grab our simple tile palette and drag that into the tile palette window. And then select folder. And then from here, we'll go into the hierarchy window, right click, select 2D object, tilemap, rectangular. And a grid will pop up in the hierarchy with the tilemap, which we'll rename ground. And then from here, within the hierarchy window, we'll make sure that ground is selected, and then we'll head over to the inspector, and then scrolling all the way down under add component, we'll click that, and then we'll start typing in tilemap collider 2D, and then when that pops up, we'll select that. And then within the tilemap collider 2D options, under use by composite, we'll click that. And then scroll down again to add component, select it, and then start typing in Composite Collider 2D, and when that pops up, click it. And what that's going to do essentially is that when we start drawing in our tile map, it's going to wrap a collider around it so that when the player bumps into it, it's going to be a solid object. So it won't walk through it or fall through it. And then from here, we're going to make some adjustments to the rigid body. So under the rigid body, under body type, under dynamics, select that, and we'll change that to kinematic. So that way when the player bumps into the ground tile map, it won't move it. Alright guys, now that we got our setup set up, we could go ahead and head over to the Tilemap window and start drawing in our tile map. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that the active tile map is ground. In our case, that's the only option. And then from there, within the Tilemap window, select a tile, and then begin drawing in. So you can see here at the top, there are some options for other tools. Right now we have the brush tool selected, which you could also press B to choose it. And then here you can see there is a delete option if you want to delete some tile maps. And then over here, we have a flood or like a paintbrush type tool. And then here we have an eyedropper, just like Photoshop. And then if you want to change the tile, then just go back here in the window and select a different one. And then you can start drawing in like that. And you also have this option here. If you want to, let's say, draw a bunch of tiles at once, you can do that too. Alright, so now we're going to give it a little test just to make sure that everything's working correctly. So within the hierarchy, we'll right click and then select 2D object, sprite, square, and then with the square selected, within the inspector, we'll add components, start typing in box collider 2D, select that when that pops up, add component, again, we'll add a rigid body 2D, so when that pops up, select that. And then we'll hit play. So as you can see, guys, our tile map is solid. It's working correctly. Our little makeshift player is interacting with it in the way that we want. So everything is good. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Again, my name is Dan. I'm creating Unity tutorials and game dev videos. So if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!